I hear from so many women who are exhausted all day, but completely wired the second their head hits the pillow. And then when they finally fall asleep, boom, 3 a.m. rolls around, your eyes pop open, your mind starts racing, and you can't get back to sleep. Sound familiar? I hear you, and we've all been there. But what if I told you that waking up at 3 a.m. isn't just ruining your sleep? It's actually the exact biological reason your body is hoarding stubborn belly fat. I'm going to show you exactly why this is happening, and I'll give you a simple 10-minute pre-bedtime routine that will regulate your nervous system and turn your body into an overnight fat burning machine. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Gayla Gorman, a licensed acupuncturist, naturopath, and author of What's Your Kryptonite? On this channel, I'm here to help you reverse the effects of chronic stress so that you can cruise through midlife and beyond symptom free. Before we dive into the science of how your sleep is directly tied to your waistline, I have some free resources that will help you start regulating your body right away. Just comment the word resources below or go to drgala.com/links and we'll send it right over. So let's talk about what's actually happening inside your body at 3 a.m. You might think you're just stressed out about your to-do list, but this is a deeply biological issue rooted in your hormones. When you hit midlife, your hormones begin to shift and your nervous system can become stuck in a state of chronic fight or flight. In the functional health world, we call this HPA axis dysregulation. In a healthy body, your cortisol, which is your waking up stress hormone, should be at its absolute lowest in the middle of the night. But when you're carrying a heavy load of toxic stress, your body pumps out an emergency surge of cortisol right around 3 a.m., forcing you wide awake. Doesn't sound like your body really understands what you're supposed to be doing in the middle of the night, right? But your body is just trying to protect you and make sure that you are on high alert for any potential lion that might rear its head in your bedroom, I suppose. So here's the really crazy part regarding your weight. When you're chronically sleep deprived, science shows that your body radically increases the production of ghrelin. This is your hunger hormone, and it suppresses leptin, which is the hormone that makes you feel full. So, by not sleeping, you're biologically programming your body to overeat and to crave sugar the entire next day. That excess cortisol surging through your system gets stored right around your midsection as visceral body fat. I know it's the middle of the night, but your brain literally thinks there is a tiger right outside your bedroom door. So it halts your metabolism and holds on to that fat for pure survival. This is just one of the many ways stress can create symptoms and affect your health. I created a video that is titled The Truth About Midlife Weight Gain, where I explain how stress can affect weight in midlife and what you can actually do to support your body. Be sure to subscribe because I share a lot of tips on managing stress. So, this effect is happening automatically. We don't have a whole lot of control over it. So, how do we fix it? We have to remind our nervous system that it's safe. And we can do this with a simple 10-minute routine before our head hits the pillow. Step one is to bring your cortisol down using the right nutrients. About 30 minutes before bed, I recommend taking a high quality magnesium supplement along with some herbs, potentially ashwagandha. Magnesium acts to relax your entire nervous system, while ashwagandha is an adaptogen proven by science to naturally lower those racing cortisol levels. This will help you fall asleep faster and stay in a deep restorative sleep. Now, I don't recommend taking supplements long term, so this should be used for a few weeks to regulate your HPA axis. If you're still struggling to sleep soundly after a few weeks, you need to explore other causes. You might also try wearing an Oura Ring at night. This is one of the easiest ways to evaluate your sleep. If you're not in deep sleep for at least 20% and REM for at least another 20%, so almost 50% of your sleep time, it's no wonder you wake up tired. And since this is when your body is doing its repair work, you are accumulating deferred maintenance. If you're unfamiliar with the Oura Ring, just check the description below and I will provide a link. Getting plenty of sound sleep is one of the most effective ways to improve your overall health. Step 2 is to activate your body's natural calming neurochemicals, specifically GABA. You don't need a prescription for this. You can do it right there in bed using the 4-7-8 breathing technique. You breathe in to the count of 4, hold for the count of 7, and exhale to the count of 8. The key to this breathing technique is that the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. There are a few more tips for practicing this technique that I talk about in my Stress Less Sanctuary membership, but just learning to practice inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 8 to cleanse your entire respiratory system can be really helpful in soothing your vagus nerve. Remember, all you need to do is simply breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold that breath for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Doing just 2 or 3 rounds of this acts like a tranquilizer for your nervous system, flooding your brain with calming GABA and actively pushing you out of that stressful fight or flight state. Step 3, and this is crucial, you must avoid late night naked carbs. If you have a bowl of ice cream, a handful of chips, or a glass of wine right before bed, your blood sugar is going to spike. And what happens a few hours later? It dramatically crashes. And that blood sugar crash usually happens right around 3 a.m., which signals your adrenals to release another massive spike of cortisol to wake you up and save you from the low blood sugar. If you must have a snack before bed, make sure it's rich in healthy fat and protein to keep your blood sugar perfectly stable. It's best to practice early time restricted eating, known as ETR. I recommend finishing your last meal no later than 6 p.m. most days, and earlier than that is even better. So now I want to give you a very important caution. When women can't sleep, the first thing they often reach for is a heavy prescription sleep aid or a massive dose of over-the-counter melatonin. I need you to be incredibly careful with this. Using heavy sleep medications or high-dose synthetic melatonin long-term doesn't fix the root cause of your stress, and it can even suppress your body's own natural ability to produce melatonin. We want to use our lifestyle to heal the root cause, not just suppress the symptom with a pill. If you're tired of piecing together your health puzzle and you want to dive deeper into how to protect yourself from the things that are constantly draining your energy, you'll definitely want to grab a copy of my book, What's Your Kryptonite? You can find it at drgala.com/links. It's an entire manual on identifying and healing from those hidden stressors. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Are you a reluctant member of the 3 a.m. club? Have you noticed the connection between your poor sleep and your waistline? Put your experiences in the comments below. I read those comments to see how I can best support your healing journey. And if your best efforts to live a healthy lifestyle and do all the things you've been led to think are supposed to work aren't getting the job done, you may even be feeling like you take 2 steps forward and 3 back. I have more resources to help you navigate midlife. Just go to drgala.com/links. And watch my next video where I show you how to manage the toxic stress that's sabotaging your efforts. You can eliminate the symptoms that seem to be piling up in midlife naturally without medication, crazy diets, intense exercise, or any other unsustainable lifestyle hack.